Hello guys, once more, welcome to Civil War 2. So obviously we've had quite a number of setbacks, which is quite the understatement. But in all honesty, the situation can be salvaged. The Union's situation is tenuous. I mean, they have a lot of troops, but unless they commit these troops over here now, and by my reckoning, I imagine I can actually save the Army of the Mississippi. Well, Army of Mississippi. Which is great for us, actually. If we can get this army out of here, there's about, how many men do we have here? We have about almost 20,000 men in here, actually. We have 13,237 infantry, 5,320 cavalry, and 20 cannons. Now, the thing is, this force is... It's still very strong, it's just the fact that its cohesion has been broken to an extent. Though, we are moving forces over here. I'm going to leave behind this militia group just to slow the Union down if at all possible, actually. Right, and... Okay, we'll have you enter the structure, defend, and hold at all costs. Basically, I want to slow the Union down as much as possible while I reorganize my forces. Alright, we do have quite the war supply at the moment. I am going to actually, instead of replacing that artillery, 88 tons, I have enough. What's the problem? One conscript company. Right. That is, interesting. Right then, so we'll replace those losses in the artillery then. Let's see. Okay, so we can actually recruit some men now, which is quite good. I could do with building up a garrison over here just to try and slow the Union down, especially on these rivers here. Yes, if I can build up a garrison here, which would be very, very good. Putting with the forces here. He's a militiaman actually as well, so that's pretty nice. So yes, if we can hold here across the river, then that will give me a good defensive position. Their forces have moved out. The priorities right now are these forces here, but the thing is, the Union is overextending itself slightly. Whereabouts is my navy actually? Right, so we have the ironclads over here actually. And, that's pretty interesting, to be honest. I think I will take them out of here and put them in Richmond. And then once they're repaired in Richmond, we can send them on and we can use them to hopefully devastate any naval forces over here. I may be able to just bombard the fort into submission, to be honest. Fort Monroe can't surely survive the fire of 5 ironclads, surely not. We have the situation over here, which is pretty much fucked, apparently, as the Union has somehow just gained a colossal force. So, yeah, swings and roundabouts, really, isn't it? Okay. 13 days. 12 days. So if I was to force march out of here, I could be there in 11 days. And then 12 days, using the rail as well. Basically, we do need to gather a good force to actually dislodge those guys from New Orleans. It's really bloody annoying. Okay, so we did suffer defeat over here, at least. Right. Camden. So we're going to need more forces in this area. Okay. Actually, I'll cancel that force and I'll build it over here. There we go. We'll assemble some Texan divisions. I suppose this is a better area. There we go. Moving up the coast. Right, I do need North Carolina. And where does North Carolina come under again? Okay. Right, here we go. It would be nice to be able to sort it by state, to be honest. Right, so these volunteers, they're only about 450 men, I imagine. Yeah, only 450 men. But they would be quite useful to actually garrison these cities and have something of a force in the area. Though I'm going to bring up some of these brigades of infantry. Right, so we have the Union forces here. There's not too many of them, so if given time we could deal with that. Right, we have the conscripts. The Confederate Infantry Brigade, and that's 14 war supply. These are only 9. So I could actually bring up 2 of these then. So what do we have here? That's basically the same thing. Ah, well that was a little conservative. My math was a little off there. Right, how much is this one then? Ah, it'd be fine. Okay, so I'm going to put some war supply into building some replacements for infantry because we know we're going to need them in the following turns. The overall things are going interestingly, I suppose you could say. We do need to deal with this force. That's for damn sure. Yeah. Once we have the ironclads in position, and once we have the army of Northern Virginia back up to strength. Edward Johnson. He's pretty good, actually. You have all the artillery. Which is interesting, because you're the artilleryman. What the hell's going on here? Ah. You have a lot of artillery for some reason. Why did I give it to you? I honestly can't imagine a reason why. Okay. There we go. That's a lot of artillery. I'll give you some... I'll give you these guys just to increase your combat power. There we go. You are a fort defender. Okay. You are sharpshooter, sharpshooter, okay? I can give you... or not. Right, you have a lot of volunteers. I don't particularly need those in this army. Right, there we go. He's also an artilleryman. Well, the thing is, I don't need 2 artillerymen in this army. Okay, 412. Well, actually, no, I could make him a corps. Okay, that's incorporated there. Reckless. Right, we'll just take out the commanders with no army, or no forces. He's actually pretty good, so I'll replace him. So we'll take this commander out. Put him over there. Now let's see. So there's a main one. These ones are much smaller actually. That's a lot of supply. Okay. Right, so that's only one command point over, so that's not bad really. E. Alexander. Okay. How many men would this leave inside the city? So this would leave about 20,000 men inside the city for the time being. Okay. So we are going to wait until the next turn before we can see what goes on here. So we'll be there in 10 days. These men need to hold out at all costs. Okay, we'll check the situation in the far west then. Right, so send those guys down there to be replaced. Alright, their cohesion is just ridiculous. There's no point risking it. Okay. We could definitely do with more forces in this area. Instead, we'll have you head down here. Okay. Well, that's 12 days. We could make that. And it is a supply point, so that's good for us. Also ammunition too, so that's fantastic. Right then, so we are going to have to deploy forces in this area. The issue, of course, is the fact that we're also dealing with all these men over here too. Which is not really too good for us. I honestly think that I shall take men from here, to be honest. I think it's come to that point now where there's no other way. The army of the Tennessee must march. How many men is this? This is 8,000. It's a strong force. Could promote him as well. So we are going to make our way down here. And then with the army of the Tennessee, we might be able to stabilize the situation over there. Right, hold at all costs. Can we have you dig in? Right, we'll have you not, actually. Okay, we'll have you dig in then. We can use that decision twice, so... We'll have you dig in over there, so at least then you'll survive, hopefully. So they did manage to take the town over here. Okay. We're very much over our limit here. Yeah. These men have way more than they can handle. He's only a 1 star. Is there anyone capable of promotion? No. Okay. Well, let's see. Right, so that would make a good force. At least they'd be able to function. Okay. I think what we might do then is use this secondary defensive over here, and then we can march on here. Well, the weather is pretty bad right now, so I think we might hold out for the time being until the weather improves. Right, so we have some forces down here, actually. I think these reaction forces could be moved to the south then. I do absolutely need more forces down there. The advance. Yes, the Atlantic blockade is getting quite severe as well now. Okay. I don't believe there's really much else that can be done right now. All our hopes kind of do rest on this force. Right then, so we'll advance the turn and see how things turn out then. Hopefully better. Because, I need it. I need it so much. God, I need it. Okay. Well, we should have enough forces with the 2 armies. Well, the army of Manassas, well, the army of Mississippi, sorry, I should say, should be able to hold its own. The army of Mr. Robert E. Lee needs to be replenished, and once they are replenished, then I reckon we can really make a good move. There's significant forces around Richmond, which is dangerous, but to be fair, we have our best commander in the area. The most dangerous thing right now is the fact that the army of the Mississippi could be defeated. If it's defeated, then that is basically fucking awful. Right, we are seeing where are they going actually? They're moving by rail. Where are they railing to? If they leave Manassas, then that's going to save my army. Surely they're not leaving. They must be bringing reinforcements from Manassas or something like that. But even with those reinforcements, I think with the 2 armies present, granted they might not have the cohesion, but I think they could still try and see them off. It's possible. I do hope they're not reinforced, to be honest. I really hope so. Right, there we go. Defeating that force should be fairly easy. Then I'll move on to defeat the other smaller force, and then once those forces are defeated, we can move north and deal with those other men. There we go, that force has been wiped out. Okay, they are trying to pass a fort. Hopefully we did some good damage to them. Right, okay. So they were never going to be able to hold out in Harper's Ferry. It was honestly never going to happen. I should have built that redoubt at Harper's Ferry, actually. It would have been a hell of a lot more defensible. Or actually, maybe I could have done with building it near Richmond as some kind of, like, fortress or something. I'm not too sure. There's not too many choke points, but I imagine Harper's Ferry would have been a good spot. Then again, I didn't expect to lose Friedrichstown. We need to deal with these smaller Union forces. Right, okay, what? Are they actually attacking me? They're crazy. Why would you attack me? Okay, well, it's understandable. I mean, we don't have full cohesion yet, but I mean... Yeah, 46,000 men, 8,958 horses, 109 cannon. Versus 24,000 men, 5,197 cavalry, and 132 cannon. They have a lot of cannon, actually. I'm quite impressed by that. If I can... Well, I will defeat this army, but I do want their cannon. If I could capture that cannon, that would be fantastic. That saves me a lot of war supply. Okay, let's try and find the best plan. Countercharge. I don't have a retreat option. Right, the battle plan forces a charge after the initial enemy charge. That would defeat the diversion plan. We'll try this then. I'm confident we're going to win anyway. I'm really, really glad that they came to us though. That's absolutely fantastic that they came to me. That's so good. I could not have hoped for much better than that, to be honest. It's interesting that they're trying to dislodge us from Richmond. Okay. Hopefully a big victory here will put a dent in the Union. Right, we are seeing that 1,319 strength force advancing in the south, sorry. Which is good for me. The fact is they're going deeper and deeper into my territory, and the further away they're going from supply and safety. Once the ironclads are repaired, right then, so the battle didn't conclude. Right, we can see forces. That's a large force. Interesting. Did they actually attack me? Why? That's really weird. Okay. Now the problem is we risk being split in half right now. 43 days. It's across the river, mate. There we go, that's what I was expecting. Not bloody 43 days, my ass. Okay. There's hardly a garrison in there now, but there's a bloody force over there now, for fuck's sake. Swings and roundabouts all day. Right, this Confederate force over here would probably be sufficient. If I can just get men on top of Dover, then that'd be good for me. Okay, we have something over here. Georgia State Line troops. The Georgia General Assembly creates the Georgia State Line troops. Okay. So... Oh, okay, so I just gained that. That's... It's okay. Not that much, but still, fine. I'll take what I can get. Okie dokie. Continue the retreat over here. I could do with supplies, I suppose, but the thing is, I'm very close to my own areas anyway. Oh, he's pretty good, actually. There we go. Increasing our strength. What the hell? How has he gained that much strength? These goddamn Union Navy. 80% blockade now. God damn it. How much war supply did it turn? 82. Well, we're still gaining a good amount of war supply. Are we really retreating from that one force? Come on, guys. I think we can manage that one. I think we can manage. How the fuck did he force... Wow, okay, I'm impressed. Hold at all costs, you goddamn asses. There we go. I mean, you might be incredibly over. But we'll hold. In fact, we could make you into a corpse. There we go, that helps out the situation. I don't think... No. So I could do with a leader, but I'm sure. What? What? Why do I have New York coastal batteries? In... What? Okay. That one is, certainly interesting. Certainly. Okay. They're still not fully repaired somehow, but it'd be better than nothing. There's only the two there. Oh, actually, no, 3 of them do need repair. Well, I think I might just have to... I think I can only repair in Norfolk, actually. So if I head there, I'll open up the bombardment and we'll try and destroy Fort Monroe. I would love to send the ironclads down here, but the distance and time is just... It's not really worth it. Okay. Oh, you have shipyard engineers, so I could repair there. That's good to know. Right. Building some forces here. Okay, we made it over here then. I might have lost why they'd come out.